So a Facebook buddy of mine that I have respected for years. He's he's talented guy and has an eye for detail, especially when it comes to photography. So he'd put up this, and before I play this, I'm going to give you an example. If you were to type in the elevator experiment. Now, the one I picked, there could be others, which says 9 social conformity elevator video. Now, I would have probably, well, I wouldn't have called it that. I would have just called it the elevator experiment. But anyway, Bella, yet again, just snoring away all of a sudden in the background. Honestly, I think it's a therapy session for her when I start talking. Anyway, God bless her. She demanded that I took her for a wee, wander. Otherwise, I would have done another vid long before now. But anyway, under fair use, let me play you this.
The gentleman in the elevator now is a candid star. These folks who are entering, the man with the white shirt, the lady with the trench coat, and subsequently one other member of our staff, will face the rear. And you'll see how this man in the trench coat...
Now, you'll listen to the audience because, hey, look, they're being told about this and all the rest of it. Oh, they would never be fooled. Yeah, right.
tries to maintain his individuality.
This is fucking Freemasonry. Honestly. Oh, such subjects. But anyway. If you ever want to know what Freemasonry in general thinks of the rest of us, the herd, the cattle of which they've made capital, and quite literally they're vampiric because they will suck the fucking soul out of both you as an individual and collectively. And they've done very well. It's speculative Freemasonry, has done very well out of the rest of us for many, many, many years.
Little by little, he looks at his watch, but he's really making an excuse for turning just a little bit more to the wall. Now we'll try it once again. Here's the candid subject. Here comes the candid camera stand. 3 of them at least. And this man has apparently been in groups before.
Now remember, the audience, they feel enlightened. And yet they will absolutely capitulate in so many ways and they have not got a clue that they've done it.
Here's a fella with his hat on in the elevator. First he makes a full...
See, this, I would say, defines the public. If they're told, hey, look at this as an example, blah, 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 all the rest of it, you're part of the in joke. But I'll repeat, in their day-to-day life, they're no better.
Turn to the rear, and Charlie closes the door. A moment later, we'll open the door. Everybody's changed positions.
You can see other examples anyway. So, this. So as far as I know, it's a very short vid, 25 seconds. Pardon me. Rather than criticizing or ridiculing other religions, we should seek to learn from them and find common ground. Now, in this instance, it's about Ramadan. The individual taking the video, I would argue, is an activist who happens to apparently be a Muslim. Now, if you go at Ramadan, so fasting from dawn to sunset is obligatory for all adult Muslims who are not acutely or chronically ill, traveling, elderly, breastfeeding, diabetic, pregnant, or menstruating. The pre-dawn meal is referred to as suhoor. And the nightly feast that breaks the fast is called iftar. Although rulings, fatwa, have been issued declaring that Muslims who live in regions with a midnight sun or polar night should follow the timetable of Mecca, it is common practice to follow the timetable of the closest country in which night can be distinguished from day. To me, doesn't matter which bloody country in the world. It's witchcraft, it's occultism, it's got pentagrams galore, lots to do with the moon and whatever else. I know it sounds nuts, but it's a reality we have lived in for a very long time. It goes on to say, the spiritual rewards, I'm not even gonna, thawab, of fasting are believed to be multiplied during Ramadan. According to the hours of fasting, Muslims refrain not only from food and drink, but also tobacco products, sexual relations, and sinful behavior, devoting themselves instead to prayer and study of the Quran. Okay? So let's play this under fair use.
Look at this kuffar.
Sorry, what did he call him?
Look at this kuffar.
This kuffar. Is that what I heard? Answers on a postcard.
Everybody's on Ramadan.
I know, I actually feel bad for eating.
This guy's stuffing his face. He just sat here stuffing his face.
You just watched, I would argue, what I was saying about the elevator experiment. It's about conformism. Conforming. Everything that most people do is based on conforming. Yeah? And they don't even realize that they have willingly consented to this because they're seen as but cattle. Yeah? Now, if this was a genuine individual who of that particular faith, well, I would turn around and say to him, in all honesty, hey, I'm hungry. That's it. Sorry, pal, I'm eating. Yeah? That's it. You see, until people start saying, well, actually, do you know what? I'm not Muslim, I'm not this, I'm not stuck or binded, or, by whatever, obligation here. Respect. Hey, if you want to be a Muslim, fine and dandy. All the rest of it, I'm just sitting here having a bite to eat on my break. Yeah? But this is what this is. This is the insidious aspect in so many ways. In just but one of many examples. Look at it.
Look at this kuffar. Everybody's on Ramadan.
I know, I actually feel bad for eating.
This guy's
Straight away, I'd be like, why, you tool?
stuffing his
Really? Seriously?
face. He just sat here stuffing his face.
And if you wonder why we bend over, forward, backward, sideways, like sweeties, here's a perfect example. I mean, look, you could go into more detail. This guy might have, I don't know, he's maybe quite bright in some respects, but plastic, straight away, BPAs, BPSs, all the rest of it, but most of the public, that would be 99% of them, have no idea about its effect on their, physicality. So we're not dealing with genius straight away.
Look at this kuffar.
This kuffar?
I know, I actually feel bad for eating.
Straight away, I'd be like, what the fuck did you call me? But anyway, no, remember, business setting, it's your work. You could lose your job. Sorry, what did you call me? And please explain.
This guy's stuffing his face. He just sat here stuffing his face.
And that's it. That's how it's done.